asked him, "Can you get any closer to $4.75 to get my snack bar?" He goes, "What, 75 cents?" I said, "No, $4.75. "Oh, I know, I have it." I said, "Get me closer. So 75 cents is closer." He said, "Closer." And he's going, "Oh, you listen." He listened to respond. Okay. I was like, I can't tell a person what to give me because what if they don't have that? So I said, "Get me closer. 5 cents is closer." Anything that gets me a step forward is closer. Yeah, sometimes I do a square $1.75 or 7 quarters or 35 cents.
I go a little further away, boy. No born again, you know, and in these times, boy, we're hard.
Everybody going through an actual thing to speak about it, right? But man want opportunity and you know what I mean? Options to like an option. I think to choose. You know what I'm saying? When man don't got nothing to choose besides get out here right now, life hard. 3, 4, they got the jobs, and the people that got the jobs can't pay the money. Everything going up. Then they get bigger.
Some of the main guys be game man guns, bro. Go get a bucks, dude. Get a reefer.
Right now we got 1 or 2 young people in the market that you come and working in the fishing industry. Probably it might be probably don't like it, or probably it's the money that you get in, you understand, that make this stand in there to become, you know, a fish vendor, a fish cleaner, or whatever. Some people don't really love the job, you know, but because they're getting money to survive, where they can pay their bills and whatever. That is what it's doing.
You know, one thing you can't tell a taxi man you want to get Ivy.
Gangsterism, all the things that will be involved in that terminology, gangsterism, guns, weed, drug selling, that sort of thing. Out here got that stigma of violence and crime. So anything you're gonna apply for work now, and you put down something, you put down, you live in the Ivy, in the work. And then majority of the time too, when you do get work, it's be a contract vibe. You barely get a year contract with the company, that kind of, but ain't really cutting it. People got families. There was a ghetto chef, he used to hustle food. But on the weekend they got hamburgers and hot dogs and chips and pie and pigtails, all them things. Just dead off of that vibe. Yeah, they be doing things and a man play here and here. Oh, do a boyfriend this man, boyfriend that man.
Oh, right. Bigger. All things bigger, you know, a man be watching what a man doing. You know what I mean? Enough envy out here, there, Barbados.
Barbados is an extortion when it comes to pricing on anything. They're only about the tourism. They raise the price in certain. If water is $6.75 here, where the tourists are, there's no way that it should be a different price here. It should be more price. Only they up the price for tourists. So people living in this area now, in the tourist area, are gonna have to pay more because the tourists are coming and spending. They want the currency. So now they gotta suffer the price of living. So and plus the minimum wage is $5 an hour. So you're just getting paid just to survive. You're not advancing nowhere. You're not gaining enough where you can say, I want to go buy this, I want to save this. You're basically working to pay this and then got nothing. Working to pay, it's a cycle. And the shelters, they don't really care about the homeless, yeah? You don't think most of the people would want to, the guys see about you, want to stay in the shelter? Yeah. What do you think people go in the shelter and walking out and leaving? Think about it. 100 Frenchmen can't be wrong.
Those all the time you to get fish at reasonable price. Fish should be sold to get good money and things like done playing what you just said, like $10 a hundred or $20 to get then $20 for 100 pound fish. And no fish are really catching that much and it's expensive.
Figure just because you have an accent that you got all this money that you should be this, you should be that. They look at you and stereotype you. They look at you differently, right? They're very judgmental and stereotyping. That's what frustrates me. Well, if you have an accent, you should have all this. You this, oh, you went this, you went over. Oh, he's this, he's that. They just go by. If I tell you, hey, something about somebody, by the time it gets back around, it's gonna be 10 times worse. Look at everybody the same. No matter what you do in this life, you're gonna bleed and go back to the maker. If you tell me $1 million don't get me living forever, I'm hitting every bank that I can find. Yeah. So no matter how rich you are, richness is only earthly status. You still gonna die. Money ain't gonna save you. It's all pretend unity. Even the people that go to church, I call them fictions. They go backflips for God and come on, face down, look down on you. Everything is just for show. It's not only about got the best clothes on and put more money in the pot. That's mainly what it's about. Everybody will smile with you. Everybody's about themselves in a way, but not everybody. Just because the apple bad, the whole tree's not bad. And even bad apples still got a good bite. This is another thing too. They're saying that when they do this, they're not doing it just to help. They're doing it to look good. Most people do it just to look good. Because at one point in time I was hungry, they had extra food. And the thing she said to me, oh, you already ate, you know, fell enough, whatever, whatever. But then she ended up giving it to another person, so now it's favoritism. It's who knows who.
It kind of speaks to me. So my horizon, so I've been on this other places, I'll tell you that. So I've not worked for man since 2011 when I was fired. My desire to be a full-time missionary had arisen. So I was glad to be fired. Yes, I am a Christian missionary of a different kind. I don't go to church and I cuss because that's the language of the street, and God has put me on the street to serve homeless, poor people, people in need, whatever that may be, as I encounter them on the street, drug addicts, we call paroles. I'm a helper. Right? Yeah, I'm a helper. I am, like you're painting here, I'm in Ascension because I have been as low as the psychiatric ward at the QEH twice. Demonic and mental health stuff, accommodation. But now I am healed since 2015. I was on meds for 15 years. I'm a helper. People on the street live interested in life. One thing you would never be able to say about a street person, anything but not interested. I can better relate to people, and a lot of these guys suffer hunger besides the need for drugs. But God put me there because a lot of these guys, by necessity, survival, go in the garbage. And God put me in survival mode so that I experience it. Yeah? And they laugh now, but give and receive. The more abundant you give, the more abundantly you receive. Because if you give, you will still receive, because that is a spiritual principle that cannot be denied. I don't preach, I don't tell the people on the street, oh, you must come to church, whatever. I don't go to church myself, so don't tell them to go to church. But I see what Jesus said, when 2 or 3 are gathered, I'm there in my name, I'm there, so I go with that, you know. God is bringing some people from really the bottom of the barrel, the dregs, the ones in the garbage, the ones in the mud, right? And lifting them up to show that He can do it. But He's preparing us, and He wants us to understand that when we get money, we must recognize that we have to act responsibly, and we have to see what we do as business. Every single war, every single issue, every single problem in the world, the answer is love. The answer is, and you call it, and I can show you how love will solve that.